Welcome to Steeltown Football, folks. I'm Bill, this is Mike, and we're here to talk about the Steelers and all their winning ways. I'm Bill, who is a journalist and wants to be a sports talking head, but all I got is this grand YouTube channel because I can't get any high-profile people to hire me. But Mike likes talking to me about the Steelers. So that's what we're going to do tonight.
Absolutely, yes.
So, without further ado, give us a couple of your initial thoughts on this past game. Week number 9.
You know, it's good to see our high-priced defense come back.
High-priced.
We're I think the second oldest team in the league, and we have the highest priced defense. And man, we got absolutely gouged by the Packers, gouged by the Bengals, or 2 previous games, and we came out and were dominant and shut down the number 1 offense in the league with the Colts. Best record.
Yeah.
A great feeling.
Would you consider that schizophrenic?
It's night and day. It's crazy to think. I don't know what the betting line was in the game, but we certainly were underdogs. But man, for us to come out and contain Jonathan Taylor, the league's leading rusher, he only had 45 yards on the ground, and Daniel Jones, man, he only threw 4. He's only thrown 4, I think they've only turned the ball over 4 times, all year. Yeah. And our defense was just all over him. Finally, great to see.
All right, well, let's look at a little bit of the Steelers offense. That's the format of the show. We go 5 minutes of Steelers offense, 5 minutes of Steelers defense, and then the coaching, which obviously the coaching staff had something to say this past week. So, Aaron Rodgers, greatest player ever, right?
Greatest play ever, yes.
25 for 35. 25 passes, 35 attempts, 25 completions for 203 yards. That's a decent game there, When you throw the ball that many times. Is that what he normally throws, around the 30 pass mark?
That's about right, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. 25 or 30. Yep.
Yeah. On the other hand, Daniel Jones, Danny Dimes, 50 passes. 50. That is a credit to your defense because they stopped the run. So this is all that he had. So 1 touchdown. Aaron only threw for 1 touchdown, though, which is, I did not realize that. And he was sacked 3 times. So it's not terrible. You'd rather keep him on his feet a little bit better, but 3 sacks is not, terrible, I guess. He didn't seem to be pressured a whole lot in the game.
No, he really wasn't. And we continue to that quick release, he just gets the ball out in 2.5 seconds. So we just keep doing this little dink and doink.
Yeah.
For 4 or 5 yards. And it's good complementary football. It's nothing flashy. We're not throwing the ball 50 yards down the field, but he's taking what the defense gives him, and we're moving the ball efficient.
Yeah. Well, it's good that he recognizes that he can't hold it forever because his offensive line won't give him much time. So,
right.
It's
exactly.
It's like I had this much time to throw the ball, and if I hold it on any longer, I'm getting sacked. So
right,
that is a talent.
Right, and he continues to love to find his tight ends. Pat Freiermuth had a touchdown yesterday. Darnell Washington. He's the real big dude out of Georgia, I believe. He is just a beast. So we continue to definitely target the tight ends, and very successfully.
Well, that's great. Thought I had a running stat down here of their rushing yards. Guess I didn't write it down. I got the Colts total rushing yards, but I don't have the Steelers total rushing yards. But I don't think it was quite 100 yards that they rushed for
I don't
yesterday.
believe it was either. I should have looked that up as well. I don't think it was quite 100 yards, but
Yeah,
you know what? We got the tough yards when we needed them.
yeah,
We brought in that the jumbo package again. We bring in that extra offensive lineman and the extra tight end,
yeah,
and it's just bam! It's just smash mouth football. And um, I mean, the offense wasn't great,
yeah,
on Sunday, but again, very efficient, very methodical. Our
yeah.
defense really set us up with
Oh,
some short fields. Took
your
advantage of it.
your your defense basically scored you 14 points.
Right.
Basically, you know. Um, the Colts had one play that I thought was interesting. Um, they basically had a fake punt, and their entire offensive line pushed the Steelers back. I thought that was a pretty good play. That they faked that punt and then had that play set up. It didn't appear that they were quite ready for it, and I don't think they could have stopped it anyway. But anyway, did you happen to see that play?
I did. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was a pretty gutsy call. I think. I mean, it was only 4th and 1, so you're right. They didn't
yeah,
have
yeah. You're
a
not going
long
to do
ways
that
to
on
go.
4th and 3.
Right. But they were. I think they were at their own like 35 or 40 yard line. Like
Yeah,
they weren't on. They were definitely not on
you're
our
right.
side of the field. They were on their
Yeah,
side of the 50. So I think that's a gutsy call. But I think they were also like 5 of 5 on 4th down. I mean, they had a couple of 4th and 1s which they hit. So
yeah.
they were 5 for 5 on 4th down, but they were only 3 of 10, I think, on 3rd down. Go figure. But
Okay,
yeah,
go figure.
I thought that was a pretty gutsy call, though.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
All right. Well, let's move on to the greatest part of the game, the Pittsburgh defense, and what they did was quite amazing. See, now the question is, they had this super high game. Are they going to have a letdown next week? You hope not.
I hope not. But
Yeah,
I mean, they obviously made some adjustments. They had some unconventional looks. They
yeah,
had some series where they had like 3 inside linebackers on the field,
yeah,
a few other series where they had 3 outside linebackers on the field.
yeah.
So it sounds like they were kind of pairing some different people
Mm,
together to kind of create something. And we pressured the quarterback. I mean, we created some great opportunities. And when you get to the quarterback, good things
yeah.
happen.
Well, they had to do something because the Colts had the best record. Basically, I assume they average 33 points a game. That's probably the best scoring average in the NFL.
It
So,
is
so the
number one
Steelers
in
had to
yards and
do
number one
something.
in points.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they had to do something different because they're like, if we don't, they're just going to defeat us. Because they've seen enough video to know, we can beat them.
Right.
So
I mean,
anyway,
and then now that, but they run the ball well and they throw the ball
yeah,
well. I mean, even Daniel Jones has had a great year. So
yeah,
I mean, it's a really big signature win for us. I'm glad our
yeah,
defense finally showed up.
yeah. So anyway, so the deal is 3 interceptions and 3 fumbles, 6 turnovers that they created off the Colts. So, I don't know about the other games, but between the Patriots game, which they had 5, and this game, that's 11 turnovers. That
Yeah,
is
yeah,
that's a lot.
pretty crazy, right?
Yeah,
Pretty
yeah.
crazy.
I
I wish we would kind of space those turnovers out a little bit because we could have
Well,
used a
don't
takeaway
work
against the
that way, Mike.
backwards of the Bengals. I
Yeah,
know it doesn't. But I mean, look at the opportunities that it created for our offense, though. You
yeah.
know,
Like I said, just watching, I feel that getting the turnover around the 35, 40 yard line basically gave the Steelers 14 points, 2 touchdowns. You
yeah,
know, it's one
yep.
thing,
We
getting a turnover on the 8 yard line as
right,
opposed to, getting one on the 25. That's a big difference.
yeah.
You
Well,
know,
I believe it was their second turnover. Um, that the strip sack from
yeah,
T.J. Watt, and he recovered it. I mean, that was a drive killer for them. Like
yeah,
they were on our side of the field, like they were driving and about to go in for a score, and Watt made that play, and that kind of changed the whole momentum of the game
Yeah.
because we took it 56 yards on
Yeah.
our next drive and tied the game. So that strip sack fumble was probably the big game changer
Yeah.
for us.
Um, they had 5 sacks, and one of them was that, obviously. But I mean, they sacked Danny Dimes 5 times, so it's pretty
Yeah,
good.
absolutely. I mean, Alex Highsmith had 2 sacks.
Yeah.
Even some of the younger guys getting into the game. I mean, we talk about how old this defense is, but we had 4 younger players that had big impacts on the D line. And
Yeah.
I mean, Peyton Wilson, or one of our linebackers, had like 13 tackles and
No
interception.
kidding.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
That,
we
that's
got good production
unbelievable.
from some of these younger guys. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd like to tune into the Locked On Colts, probably is the name of the thing, just to see what their opinion of how the Colts played. Bet they're throwing a fit right now.
Right. Oh yeah. I
Who in the
mean,
world throws 50 times? Who throws 50 times?
yeah.
That's a
Especially
lot.
with especially with a running back like Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
I mean, that dude's a beast, man. So it's not good. It's
But they
not
only
good
they only
going about 50
they
times.
only yeah, they only had 54 rushing yards.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that is great too. So that's why he had to throw
Yeah.
50 times,
Yeah.
because your defense held them to 54 yards.
Yeah.
I would guess they realized, well, we can't run the ball, so this is what we're going to have to do. And when you keep throwing it like that, you're going to throw some interceptions. So,
Right. Also,
yeah,
pass deflections too. A big point of emphasis this week in practice apparently was, getting the big
yeah,
paws
getting
up,
your hands
and
up. Yeah,
Cam Hayward had a couple of big deflections, and one of them led to a touch, or an interception
yeah,
in the third quarter. So yeah, great all around defensive effort.
yeah.
Good to
When
finally
there,
see it.
when there's this much, when there's this many turnovers and other sort of thing, it's kind of hard to remember them all. Like, well, what happened? But
Yeah.
hey, that's great. It's like, you thoroughly beat them. The score doesn't really show it if you only beat them by 7,
Well,
but the Steelers thoroughly beat them up and down the field. So
I mean, we really did. We really did. We took them out of their rhythm, and
yeah,
again, Danny Dimes, he was short a few dimes
he
yesterday. I
was
mean,
for a few times yesterday.
yeah, we were, I mean, we
Well,
did the usual penalties, and we had a couple of
yeah,
bad holding calls and pass interference calls. Like Joey Porter Jr. got nailed for one, but man, we just got to the quarterback
yeah,
all day. But
yeah.
it didn't start off like that, because the very first possession, they
Scored
took
a
it like 80
touchdown.
yards. Yeah. And I'm
Yeah,
like, man, here we go again. But something changed.
yeah,
So hats off
yeah,
to them finally.
yeah. Well, one thing, you can't put it all on Daniel Jones. It was a complete team effort of losing this game. You know, wasn't
Yes,
just him.
absolutely.
You know, so, but I'm sure the Colts will be just fine. Hopefully, you won't have to play them in the playoffs. That will not be good.
Right.
Yeah, because if you do, it will probably be in Indianapolis.
Right. And
Right.
they're a great team. I mean,
Yeah.
they are, man, when you're averaging, what do you say? They're averaging 33 points a game. I mean,
Yeah.
man,
That's what I
that's
saw.
pretty impressive. Yeah.
So they kept showing your special teams coach. Like, I was kind of getting nauseated with it. Like, okay, we get it. You know,
Yeah.
but you got to give it to the whole coaching staff. They had a plan that worked. You know, you didn't leave the game going, man, the coaches didn't have a clue what they were doing this time.
Right. I mean, they obviously made some adjustments. I mean,
Yeah,
it was good. It was good to finally see. And again, we're kind of talking about some of these unconventional looks that we're giving them, and um, I mean, you know, finally, and yeah, our special teams coach, good old Danny Smith. loves chewing his bazooka gum there, Bazooka Joe
Yeah.
or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And the players just love him. Like he is, I don't know, some 7-year-old dude just, living out his
Well,
best life. And
they said he's been
you
there
know,
like 13 years. I'd never even
yeah,
heard of the guy. Then all of a sudden, he's a star.
yeah.
I
But to
don't
see the
know.
way the guys rally around him, though,
Yeah.
it's pretty cool. But we got a muff punt.
Yeah.
That,
Well,
that that was one of the six takeaways.
yep.
We weren't
Oh,
able to
yeah,
turn
that's
that
right.
into
Yeah.
points.
The muff punt, that right there led to a touchdown quickly.
Actually, it didn't.
Was
It
it a
didn't.
field goal?
No, we didn't score on that
You
drive.
didn't score.
No, no, we didn't. But
Okay.
back to coaching though, along that line, I do because the muff punt. You can't advance a muff
Yeah.
punt. Obviously,
Yeah.
we had the
It's
ball in the
it,
red
it's
zone,
down. It's down where you touched it.
right?
Yeah.
But we had a couple of plays. I think we got close to that, or the 7 or 8, and here we are, 4th and 3, and Mike Tomlin decides not to kick the field goal.
That's right.
He
Look.
decides to go for it on 4th down. We don't get it.
Mhm.
Probably should have had the first down.
Yeah.
But I kind of like the call, to be
Yeah.
honest with you. I kind of like being aggressive in that.
Yeah. Well, I look at it
You know,
sometimes. Sometimes you play what the card says. The card always says, take the points. I would have took the points in a place like that. But hey,
yeah. My wife said the exact same thing, and
yeah,
I would agree with that, but our defense just gave up a long, long drive, and I'm like, man, if
yeah,
we're kicking field goals against these guys, because I think everyone expected that game to be a shootout, and
yeah.
it wasn't.
No,
So
not at all. All right. So next week, you're going to the Los Angeles Rams on Sunday night.
Chargers,
So they're playing the Rams. They're playing the LA Chargers.
yes, the Chargers, good old
Sorry, wrong LA team.
close enough,
They're
Billy.
they're in the same
No,
stadium, man.
no,
That's
it
right.
is it's one of the Harbaugh brothers, good old Jim Harbaugh and company.
Yeah. Okay. So you're playing the
And
Chargers.
yeah, Justin Herbert, who is
Yeah.
obviously a great young quarterback. Though I was reading today that their their standout left tackle, I cannot remember his last name, um, is done for the year with an ankle injury. He got hurt on Sunday.
Oh. Okay.
I'll be curious how that impacts things. That he's on the left side of their line and supposed to be
Well,
really good.
it's kind of a tough question, but how do the Steelers fare when they have to go to the West Coast?
Not very
You
well.
know,
I don't,
the whole. You've heard this whole thing about time traveling and all this other stuff, and teams when they come from the West Coast to the East Coast generally don't do well. Like
right. I don't think we do very well on the West Coast. I
okay.
know. I know when we used to play the Raiders in Oakland, we were horrible
Oh yeah.
against them. But I'll have to look that up. But yeah, I don't think I think you're right.
I don't know. I just know that there's this statistic out there about this stuff. So you have to look it up, see how they do. But your Steelers need to win this game because if they lose, then you'll be back in the
Right.
same rut. You've lost 3 out of 4. You have two bad
Absolutely.
games, one good game, a bad game.
Well, and
So
the Bengals lost. The Bengals
yes.
lost yesterday, which is good. But look at the Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
Lamar Jackson is healthy, and the Ravens looked really good, really, really good Thursday night against the Dolphins. Now it is the Dolphins. I get that, but
Okay.
the Ravens are going
Caveat:
to be good.
it is the Dolphins. There you go.
Right.
Hey, you
So,
get to play the Dolphins too. So,
right.
that's right.
And that's a trap game, Billy. That's another one of these trap games. A
Ah.
game we should win, you would think.
Yes, you should win this
So
game.
so 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 we got to keep winning. We can't we
Yeah,
can't we can't mess around. Well, yes, we
yeah,
got a 2 game lead over these guys, but we
yeah,
still have to play Baltimore twice. We still have to play Cincinnati one more time.
yeah.
Still got some tough games on the schedule, so it should be a good game though. It's the NBC game, so it's the Sunday Night Football game,
Yeah, Sunday night game, yes.
so
All
it
right,
should be
folks, we're
do
going to have to
well.
wrap this up because our time is running long. We know that you have a short attention span out there in YouTube land. So remember, tune in to Steeltown Football where you get all the pertinent Steeler news. Right, Mike?
That's right. Go Steelers.
Go Steelers. So long, everybody.
Good night.
This has been a production of Steeltown Football. Tune in each week for the best Steelers commentary in the world.